Just because you had the last word doesn't mean I won't get stronger. I come up out of disaster. I'm the lead rebellion soldier. I will dominate. I will kill this game, and I still remain. I remain standing here. Whoa, I run this shit. I am an epidemic. Yeah, remember this. I am an epidemic. Whoa. Just because you had the last word doesn't mean I won't get stronger. Watch me reign and slay and conquer. I'm the lead rebellion soldier. I will dominate. I will kill this game, and I still remain. I remain standing here. Whoa, I run this shit. I am an epidemic. Yeah, remember this. I am an epidemic. Whoa. Remember this, I am epidemic. Remember this, it's pandemic, baby. Remember this, I am epidemic. Remember this, it's pandemic, baby.
welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Saturday evening to you. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far, and I hope the weather is better by you than it is here by me. I'm in northern Illinois, actually we both are in northern Illinois, southwest suburb of Chicago, and it has been, it was a little tricky today. Like, we were supposed to get this, like, nasty rain ice thing, and it hasn't done it yet. So I'm not really sure what's going on yet. But I did hear that it is kind of doing this weird wintry mix thing here just recently, so that doesn't sound like fun at all. Let me make this a little bit bigger. I'm not even sure if that's going to work, but we're going to try. We're going to give it a go. All right. Anyway, as you can see, I am joined by the very lovely, very talented Miss Mama Joyce. Thank you very much, Mom, for joining me again this evening. Sherlock Cheryl will be in chat because of the weather and because of this weird thing that's happening. We didn't want her driving in her car, obviously, so she will be here in chat, I'm sure, soon. Mr. Wizard is also feeling a little camera shy this evening, and that's totally fine. We're not going to be doing a whole lot of ironing today anyway, so I really don't need an Iron Man. So he is just off camera. He wanted me to make sure that he said hello to everybody and wished you all a good evening and a happy weekend. Sorry, I'm like, Mom, are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. For some reason, I don't know why the audio was so quiet all of a sudden. I'm like, it's way too quiet in here.
I've been very quiet because I don't know what I'm doing,
There's Sherlock Cheryl. She is currently in chat. Hi, Cheryl. Good evening. I hope you're well. All right. So tonight what we're going to be doing is basically just a little bit of catch-up work. Mama Joyce is going to be working on a table runner that she thought she had finished putting together, but it turns out she didn't. That's okay. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. So she is going to be working on that. So I'm going to actually turn this chat box off because, like, that's going to make me insane. You guys don't really need it anyway. So she's going to be putting that together. Once she gets that put together, then she can probably catch up with us again later. But we are going to be sandwiching a quilt today. And those of you who have ever done a quilt before, you probably already know how to do this. But this is really a little bit of a tutorial for those of you who don't know how. So, Mama Joyce and my aunt is actually watching probably as well, and she doesn't necessarily know how to do it either, so I'm going to show her how as well. And then tomorrow on our live stream in the morning, we're actually going to be quilting this quilt that we're sandwiching tonight. So we might get to a little bit of quilting here tonight. We'll have to wait and see how things go. But of course, that's the plan for tonight. Now, this is the After Dark edition. I usually like to start out the After Dark edition with a little bit of a warning, just for those of you who are watching with little kids around. We do try our very, very best to keep this PG and family friendly, but we are partaking in some games, as you can see above Mama Joyce's head. We do have a little bit of a game that we like to play, where some of us like to partake in some distilled beverages. Or fermented, as Mom's case may be, which can make things go a little sideways. So if you do have little kids in the room, this might be a good time to put those headphones on, just in case, just to keep things a little bit safer. I see a lot of people saying hello in chat. I will hop into chat in just a minute. I apologize for not acknowledging you there. If you are looking to make a message for me, please make sure that you tag me. You can do the A with the circle around it. That is the @ symbol. It actually highlights it on the screen for me so that I do not miss it. I know that at least 2 of the moderators are in chat right now, so if you have any questions about anything, please feel free to ask them, or you can ask me yourself in chat, and we will see what we do. But today's keyword, today's drink of the day word is love, in honor of Valentine's Day, and you can see my really cool headband that I have on today. Is in honor of Valentine's Day. It turns out I really don't have a whole lot of Valentine's Day decorations. I'm going to have to get on that and make that a little bit better. So I will have to fix that for next time, but for next year. But this year we've got some Valentine's Day hearts, and they're probably going to make everybody crazy, and I'm sure I'm going to end up taking them off at some point because they're actually kind of heavy on my head. They're a little bit heavy on my head. So anyway, Mama Joy's going to be working on a winter table runner. It was a mini mystery quilt from Cotton Cuts a couple of years back that I had gifted her so that she could kind of get an idea of how the Cotton Cuts project works. Now, of course, we put all the clues together except for the very last clue, which is putting the whole table runner together. So that's the one clue that she didn't get to, unfortunately. But that's all right. Not a big deal. She can catch up quick. She's already probably halfway done, right, Mom? Like,
no.
Oh, no. Oh.
No, I don't do puzzles well. This is all a puzzle. It was, I sorted the pieces 6 months ago. I sewed them all together. I only marked 99% of them, and so.
So Mom's learned a very valuable lesson in that make sure you're marking your clues. Because for whatever reason, she just can't figure them out now.
I'll overmark them now. Your walls are still bare.
I know. I have so many things I need to put on these walls, including a birthday gift that you gave me.
I gave you something that I was so excited to give you.
And I am really excited for it. I just have not had the opportunity to get these walls figured out yet. Like, I'm going to be moving the cabinet out of the way.
You could cheat and share it.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess I could do that. I could go get it. I could absolutely do that. It's just behind the camera here. Let me go grab it. I will cheat, and I will show everybody what it is so that Mama Joyce feels better. It's right here. It's really cool, Mom. I absolutely love it. And I just, like I said, I have some things I want to do here first, and then I'm going to get it on the wall. But at least we can show everybody it.
I was thinking about where we were on one of our vacation stints that we saw these in a whole shop was filled with these. And I believe it was when we were in Nashville in June when we went to the Pickers.
Yes.
The Pickers.
I think you're right.
It's not there anymore, but it's where they used to be.
I'm trying not to make any noise with the styrofoam. I'm sorry.
No, I don't hear anything.
This is what Mama Joyce got me. It's custom made. I'm going to take this piece off here. It's going to hang on the wall, but it's not there now. And it might be a little hard for me to show on the camera, but I'm going to try my best. I wonder if I can put this behind it.
I think if you do, it will help.
Yeah, here, let me pick up this other piece and put it behind it so you guys can kind of see. It's going to show up much better when it's on the wall. It's just kind of hard to see out of the box. So here, let me hold it this way. It's a clock. It's an analog clock, and it's really cool because it's actually cut out. It's laser cut out from a record. I would love to know what record it was, honestly.
I would too, but
that would be more fun. But it's a nice little sewing machine, and it's got all kinds of like sewing tools here and things, and then it actually lights up as well. And it's an RGB, so it's got multiple colors. I've got the little wand thing here. But it's so cool. I absolutely love it. It will definitely be on the wall here soon. It's just not on the wall yet. But it will be very, very soon. But I love it. I think it's amazing.
Me too.
There you go. Isn't that neat?
I'm sure Cheryl can help us with exactly where we were, but I'm pretty sure it was the and I don't know what it's called. I can picture it in my head.
It's the American Pickers Museum or something, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's exactly where it was at. I'm just trying to get this back in the box here. Give me a second.
Dani, drink. Somebody said love.
Oh, well, I mean...
Oh, you
did.
You
I probably did. Yeah, 4 or 5 times
I just love it, Mom.
Yeah, I did. I absolutely did. So, I need to drink. Give me just a second here, folks. Thank you for being on top of that. Love. I think one of my lights is going out. Honestly, that is why it's so dark in here. I'm pretty sure the overhead light that I have above the camera is going out. Cheryl says, yes, it was Nashville. All right, let me hop into chat. Say hello to everybody there. I feel like I'm neglecting you because I'm not going in there and saying hello. So give me just a second here. Let me put this away. Let me get into chat so that I can say hello to you folks. Like I said, I feel bad. I feel like I'm neglecting you.
Okay. You could say hello to everybody. Hello, everybody.
Oh,
Pebbles.
she's getting so big.
I know.
So big. My gosh. Oh, I wonder if that's why this was in here.
What?
Like a... Yeah, I bet that's why. Hello, puppy, they said. Hello, puppy.
Hello. This is Pebbles. Can you
Yes,
say hello?
that's Pebbles. All right,
Yes.
let me put this away, and then I'm going to hop into chat. Give me just a second.
Lay down. Oh, help up. Brother wants to go out.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, I'll hop into chat here. Say hello to everybody there. My room is a mess, guys. It is like a just complete and utter mess. It's just crazy. Like, I have not had any time in here, any substantial amount of time in here to organize. It's just terrible. I'm embarrassed. Like, don't look below the camera. It's embarrassing. All right. All right, let me hop into chat. Let me say hello to everybody in chat. Now, Teresa Lynch is the first person that shows up in my chat, but she is saying hello to Terry, so I'm not sure if Terry was in here before or what. But either way, that's the first one that I see in chat. So hi, Teresa. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Linda Denton was the next one. She was an hour early. My goodness, you girls. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate that. Judy Hebert was also here. Hi, Judy. It's so great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucas is in the house. Hi, Lucas. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's like getting darker in here. I swear to God. I'm going to turn this light on because now it's going to make me look crazy. I don't understand what's happening. Like, it's getting really dark in here. Let me see if I can turn that. There we go. All right. That's a little bit better, I think. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucas is in the house. Hello, Lucas. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend, or at least a better weekend than you were last time. Hopefully things are going better for you. I lost my place. Where am I? Who am I? Where am I? What is my name? Oh, Mama Joyce says hello to everybody. Obviously, you saw her. Hello. Hi, Lorraine. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Saturday evening to you. I hope you're well. Thanks so much for being here. Hi, Terry. I see her pink hands. Hi, Terry. So great to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Terry says, hi, Mr. Wizard. I'm sure he's saying hello from down the hall, so thank you for that. And, of course, Cheryl Tusabat is Sherlock Cheryl. Hello, Cheryl. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Fern King. Hi, Fern, hon. It's been so long. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. Katie Crafts is also here. Hi, Katie. It is so great to see you again. Welcome back. Thanks so much for being here. Chloe, hello. Happy Saturday. I hope you are doing awesome. Thanks so much for being here. Brat46 says, oh, wow, I forgot you were on tonight. Yeah, we did kind of sneak this one in a little bit. February's just been kind of a crazy month. Obviously, it's the shortest month of the year, so things are a little crazy as it is. But yeah, this one kind of got snuck in there, so I do apologize for that. Hopefully everybody saw the Facebook posts and the YouTube previews, hopefully. But if not, that's okay. They'll be able to catch the replay later. Not a problem. La 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 la. La, 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 la. Naomi says, hello all. I'm gathering paperwork for the tax guy. Wish I was gathering fabric. Oh, Naomi, honey, you and me both. That's actually my plan for tomorrow. I was going to do that today, but then I got a package in the mail, and it was quilting fabric that needed to be cut up. So I decided I wanted to do that instead. So I'm going to try and do taxes tomorrow. But yeah, that's not fun. No, it's not fun at all. But hopefully everything works out well for you. But welcome to the channel anyway. Thanks so much for being here. Judy says, that is so cute. I think she's talking about the record. It is. It's adorable. I love it. Oh, there I go again. I absolutely love it. I'm really appreciative of it. And it will be on the wall. It will be lit up. It's just not there yet. It will be, though. It will be soon. Marie, hello. Thank you so much for being here today. Happy Saturday evening to you. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. Yes, Cheryl confirmed that it was the American Pickers at the Automotive Factory in Nashville. Yes, that's where it was. She also says, puppers. Fern says, hello, puppy. Judy says, hello, puppy. Oops.
Show us has come up and see what I'm doing.
Judy says, I think I have all my paperwork already. That is awesome, Judy. You are ahead of the game. I think I have all of mine in one place, but I don't have it ready. That'll be, like I said, that'll be my, after our live stream tomorrow, I will be dedicating the rest of my afternoon. Now, of course, I do the taxes for all of us in our family. Myself, Mr. Wizard, we file separately, and then the 2 girls as well. So I do all 4 of them usually at the same time. So that's why it usually takes me all afternoon. The girls' ones aren't really hard to do. Obviously, they have a whole lot of deductions and not a whole lot of anything else. But that's okay. Somebody said hi, Candace. I'm not sure who Candace is, and I think I missed her in chat. But hello, Candace. If you're here, welcome to the channel. I'm so sorry that I missed you. Oh, I see now. Yes, I see now. Sorry about that. Sorry that I missed you. Welcome to the channel. I can't say that I remember seeing your name before. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're well. Candace says, hi, Fern. Sounds like Brett46 is having some trouble with her machine, and some people are trying to help her troubleshoot it, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Cheryl said she feels bad that she's not there today. Cheryl, don't feel bad. This weather has been absolutely wonky. Like, it's either supposed to do something, or it's not supposed to do something, or it's just been absolutely wonky. So, I think my chat reset, so I do apologize. Help, Marie. I do apologize in advance if I missed you. My chat seems to have reset, and so now I'm not really sure who I was talking to and who I wasn't. So sorry about that. That's why I'm all kind of thrown off. She says, Candace says she's been here a few times. Well, that's great, Candace. I'm so glad that you're here again. Hopefully the chat doesn't start acting up on me, but we have a better night. But anyway, all right. So that's where we are currently at. I think I'm caught up now. If I've missed you, please make sure you say hello again. I hate it. Absolutely hate it when I miss people, because I do watch my replays and I get so upset with myself that I've missed somebody. So please, if I miss you, I'm not ignoring you on purpose. It's truly just because chat is moving so fast and I didn't catch it. So please just tell me again, or tag me, or spam Lucas or any of my moderators, and they will make sure that they get my attention somehow, for sure. Oh, hi, puppy. Wrigley is here with me. Hi, Wriggles. Yes, hi. Mommy has no treats this week. I'm sorry. All of the puppies have been coming in here every time I'm in here because now they think I have treats. One live stream. That's all it took, was one live stream of treats, and now they think I have treats in here all the time, and I don't. I don't have any treats at all. But hello. See you later. Bye. All right. Hi, Paul, Gladys. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. Happy Saturday to you. Marie says, thank you. Got my fat quarters and my Notion. Lovely note that you wrote. So appreciated. Oh, no problem, Marie. I'm so glad you got it. Oh, here's another puppy. Hi, baby. Yeah, Mommy still doesn't have any treats. You came by earlier looking for treats, and I still don't have any. I'm sorry. All right. All right. When is the puppy cam? Fern, the puppy cam was last week. It turns out that for whatever reason, I can't actually get the 3 cameras to go on at the same time. Actually, I probably could have turned the puppy cam on tonight because we're not going to be using the Zoom cam. But the puppy cam is functional when we do the puppy project, if that makes any sense. Otherwise, it stays dormant simply because I can't have all 3 cameras going at one time. It's silly. So I upgraded my computer basically for nothing, but that's okay because now it's upgraded anyway. So that is the puppy cam. Teresa Lynch is back. Hi, Teresa. Welcome back. See you later. Bye. All right. So we are going to be sandwiching up a quilt today. So basically a sandwich just means we're going to be putting all the layers together, and we're going to find some way to adhere the layers together so that we can get it on the machine and get it quilted. This can be done a variety of different ways. However you guys choose to do it is completely up to you. I prefer to use safety pins to hold my layers together. Some people like to spray baste it, as they call it. There's a variety of different products out there that you can choose from. Some people like to stretch it on a frame. If you've got a frame somewhere, I don't have a frame, so this is just how I like to do it. So that is what I'm going to be doing today, or this evening. I don't know why the dogs keep coming in here. They keep distracting me. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to be doing this evening. So the first thing was I went ahead and I ironed up my backing fabric, which this is my backing fabric. And I measured my batting just to make sure that I have at least a big enough piece for the quilt top that we're going to be using. And I'm going to show you that here in just a minute. But I did have to kind of Frankenstein some pieces together. You guys can't really see it on the camera. But there's 3 pieces of batting here that I zigzag stitched together. So then that way it'll lay nice and flat. So I did have to Frankenstein a little bit of a piece to make sure that it would work. But we've got that. And then I'm going to show you the quilt top that we're going to be putting together. Terry says, my pupper is staring at me. I think he wants dinner. Be right back. No problem, Terry. So we're going to be putting together a project today, which I have to tell you, I was really shocked when I found it. You guys know that I've been going through all my whips and UFOs. They're in these bins here behind me. We've been going through them and we've been putting them together. Well, one of the ones that I came across, and I couldn't believe it, I did not realize that I never finished it. It was the second project we ever did here on this channel. So if you go back and you scroll all the way back in the videos and you go to the second video or second or third video on the channel, you will see a project that we put together that was a Valentine's Day table runner. And so I actually have the top finished. I just ironed it up again. But this is the top. It was a project box by Stephanie Stitches. There you go. It was a project box by Stephanie Stitches. The pattern is even by her. It's called Heart to Heart. I did look, and I don't see that her, at least at the time of this recording, of this video, her Etsy page was not up. She was taking some time off. So I don't have a link to the actual pattern anymore. But I'm sure that we could reach out to her and see if we could get one if we need it. But it is a pattern written by her. That came as a project kit. It came with all the fabric and everything else. This was back in 2022, so it's a little old. But yeah, that's what we're going to be working on today and tomorrow, putting this together. So it's got some cute little cornerstones. I absolutely love that. And then of course the hearts are adorable with the little diamonds there in the center. So that's what we're going to be working on. So I'm just going to fold this up here for just a second. The first thing we need to do whenever we sandwich a quilt is obviously we want to iron up all of our pieces to make sure they lay nice and flat. I don't usually iron up my batting. I just kind of make sure that it's laying nice and flat and smoothed out. If you wanted to iron it, you probably could, but just be careful because some batting has an adhesive layer on it. So you want to make sure that you're not ironing something to it. So just be careful with that. Make sure that your batting doesn't have any type of adhesive pieces to it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do after we're done ironing, love the hearts. Yeah, Chloe, I do too. Absolutely. Yeah, I can't believe, like, I never finished this. Like, what is wrong with me? But she did say love. Brad says, and some of us use large hat pins that we stick ourselves with. Yeah.
That would be me.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. All right, so we're going to go ahead and this is our backing fabric. This is our backing. It's hard to see on the camera, but it's a pink with red roses. It's really, really cute. I think there was a salvage edge on here. Give me a second. It's a Riley Blake. It's called Falling in Love. It's a Riley Blake design. So we're going to go ahead and take our backing fabric. What are you doing, Mom?
Ironing.
Oh, you got up close and personal there for a minute.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
This is not that kind of channel.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so we're going to take our backing fabric and we're going to put it face down. I know, that's like the against all that is holy when it comes to quilting, but we're actually going to put it right side facing down. Okay, and I'm going to try and get it to lay as flat as I can. Now, obviously, ideally, you want it to lay... Again, not that kind of channel, Ma.
Well, I don't know if it was better. That's all.
Ideally, you'd like to lay this entire thing out on a flat surface, but sometimes you don't have that. Normally, I'm actually sandwiching my pieces on my cabinet here. My cabinet opens up a little bit. Hi, Mona. Welcome back to the channel. It opens up a little bit, so I'm able to do some of it there, but you guys remember this big cutting surface that this big work surface that Mr. Wizard and I put together, so I'm utilizing it once again. So we got our backing fabric face down. Lucas says, on Saturdays, it's that kind of channel.
Well, yeah, sometimes it is.
So I have my batting folded in half right now, and I'm going to lay out half of it about halfway down the quilt. And then I'm going to open it up so that it's kind of laying on top of the backing. And you want it to cover the entire backing and even hang over a little bit. A couple of inches would be good.
Come here.
You want your backing and your batting to be at least 3 to 4 inches larger than your top. So then that way it can move a little bit around. Because it's going to move a little bit as we're quilting it. But that's okay. And then here's my top.
You say hello.
Hi, Wizzy.
Say hello.
Oh, there's another puppy.
Say hello. Say hello. She's shy.
She's shy. Sounds like Brat 46 is still having trouble with her machine. I'm sorry to hear that, hon.
Pebbles, go lay down.
Teresa Lynch says that's a big puppy.
Yeah, she's 90 pounds.
she's a hefty one. She's a hefty one.
Yes, she is.
Right.
But she doesn't like to get in the car.
Oh my!
Are you hearing it?
Oh my!
That's the little one with us.
Someone has something to say. She's still growling with a toy in her mouth?
Yes.
So cute. So cute. So
She's
cute.
trying to get Grace to play with her.
Oh, so cute. Alright, so I have laid down my backing fabric and now... I hear your baby. She loves you. Yes, yes. I've laid down my backing fabric. I've laid down my batting. I'm trying to make sure that they lay as flat as possible. I don't have a frame, so I can't stretch them. Now, you could stretch them on a table. You could use some clamps and actually stretch it onto the table. I have tried that method before. It doesn't work well for me, given my space. But if it works well for you, go for it. And then here is our top. So again, I'm folding it open so that it's not moving things around because I'm trying to make sure that everything lays super nice and flat. Just making sure that it hangs over the edge. I'm gonna actually move it just a little bit in. Just a little bit so that it hangs over the edge just a little bit more. And then fold it out. All right. Smooth it out with my hands. I did iron these all before the show tonight, but as is evident by my lack of skills when I put this together, it's a little bunchy, if I'm being honest. It's a little crooked and a little bunchy, but that's okay. We'll just keep smoothing it with our hand, making sure it lays nice and flat. All right. Somebody said drink. Drink, drink, drink.
Here's my water. Yes, I know I brought her home.
Mona says you must really love someone to make a heart quilt. I love it. I love it. Love it.
Whoa, get off the bug. You're not supposed to stand up. We talked about this. Yeah, no, we talked about this.
All right, so now the next step for me, at least, is to go ahead and pin these 3 layers together. Now, like I said, some people will use a spray on a basting spray to put these layers together. So you lay down your backing, you spray that, then you lay down your batting, you spray that, and then you lay down your top and you spray that. And that kind of keeps the layers all together. The idea here is basically just to keep the layers together and try not to get them moved or bunched up so that when you get them over to your machine and you start sewing them, they still lay nice and flat. That is the whole point of this. So I'm going to go ahead and start pinning mine. Like I said before, I use safety pins. I'm sorry?
It says good thing flat was not the word.
Yeah, for sure. Love is, and that seems to be worse. Naomi says, is Joyce not feeling well? Where's the wine?
It's here. It's here.
She was
It's
struggling
not my
earlier.
favorite. It's not
She
my
was struggling
favorite.
to find a bottle of wine. This terrible weather has made it so she was not able to get out and get her bottle of her favorite wine. So she's drinking something that's not quite her favorite.
It's just plain red wine, and it's a little bit more pungent. And I like the sweet wines better. But it'll do.
I was going to say, it's too bad you don't have any grenadine. You could add some grenadine to it, make it a little sweeter.
No, I don't have any grenadine.
All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pin this up. I always start from the middle and work my way out. That way, in case there are already wrinkles or any stretching, it kind of works its way through. So I'm just going to go ahead and start pinning my quilt layers together. I do have my cutting mat underneath this, so then that way I don't kind of try to pin my my brand new work table to the bottom of this. So I do have a mat underneath me to make sure that I get it, but I'm just trying to put the pin through all 3 layers. And bring it back up through, and then I'm just going to go ahead and keep pinning. I usually keep my pins about 6 inches apart, and I know that from my thumb to my pinky is about 6 inches, so that's what I use to measure. Why?
What else do you measure with that? What else do you measure with that?
I am not using anything else to measure that. I just remember that from like way back when I was in sewing class, like 100,000 years ago. You know, like
I would guess
from this knuckle to that knuckle is 1 inch, and I don't know why I measured, but it's about 6 inches, so that's what I use.
I know why you measured.
Fern says, Dani, I saw a kitty tail. Yeah, you probably did. Was she in here? Yeah, she probably was in here. I didn't even see her. My phone just went off. So, Mom, how has your last month been? How are things going with you?
Okay.
Not to put you on the spot or anything. How has your new year been going?
It's been all right.
It's been all right.
Yeah. Not doing much. You know, cold. Old. Older. Was nice the other day. I went skating on the deck.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, that was nice. And I just went skating back here again. It's a little icy now.
Oh, is it icy again?
A little bit, yeah. Not as bad as the other day, but a little bit. Let's see, what else have I done? I went to the grocery store.
Hey.
I bought
an expensive trip, I'm sure.
I bought 3 bottles of wine. And they're all gone.
Oh, I was going to say, where did they
That's
go?
3 days. That's three bad days at work. I
oh,
mean,
boy.
A bottle of wine, the one that I like, you get 2.5 glasses.
2.5 glasses. That is nothing. Yeah, that is nothing.
It's nothing. I mean, I could just skip the glass and go for the bottle. Give me a little, apparatus to put on the end of the bottle, and I'd be fine. As long as it was cold.
That's the new word for the day, people. Skip the glass, go for the bottle.
That's right.
That's the new theme. Skip the glass, go for the bottle.
My 2 puppies are laying in here on the floor.
Aww.
And they're doing what they normally do in bed, which is play, which is just funnier than you know what, because one is teeny tiny and the other one is giant.
A giant, yeah. She's a little big.
Yeah.
Remind me, Mom, what kind of a golden retriever is she?
She's an English cream.
An English cream.
That's just the color. She's a golden retriever, and her color is English cream. And literally, the Pebble's whole head fits in her mouth.
Yeah, it's pretty funny when they play. Yeah.
Yeah. And Grace will hold Pebbles down with a paw.
Oh, jeez.
When she's done. She just holds her down with her paw like, okay, I'm done now. Go away.
I'm done now. Go away. That's really funny. So as you guys can start to see here, it's probably hard to see on camera, but I've got pins like this, and then I've got ones running this way too. So I'm trying to keep them. These are probably 3 to 4 inches apart.
Who on earth did you buy that for that you decided you didn't love them enough?
I bought it for myself, so that'll show you. I bought it because it was a project kit as opposed to having to try to pick things up myself. This was back when I was still kind of learning how to quilt. This was one of the very, very first projects that I worked on. And you can tell it's very evident that it was one of my first projects. I'm trying really hard not to pay any attention to all the mistakes that are on it or all the happy accidents, as the case may be. I'm trying really hard not to focus on those.
Hey, what's that sentence we like? Something about it being done.
Yes, it is.
Perfection is not needed as long as it's done.
or something like that.
It's better to be done than be perfect.
That's right. Well, and let's face it, anything that has a human involved is never perfect, so we're good.
That's true. That's true. There's always room for improvement.
Yep. Sorry.
Oh boy. That's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
She's so cute. She is so cute. I love it. Hi, Dawn. Welcome back to the channel. Dawn says greetings. Greetings, Dawn. Welcome back.
Oh, I love that. Is that kind of like...
I'm going to move this a little bit closer to me so I can reach it better.
Pebbles, where... Oh, hold on. Somebody has grabbed something.
Oh, boy.
What do you
I
got?
am not drinking my usual tonight. I thought I would go a little festive. And given the theme of tonight's video, with it being close to Valentine's Day, I decided to go with a
She's
pink
drinking
drink
blood.
instead, which is a basically a Dirty Shirley, but instead of vodka, I'm using tequila.
You're having blood. We know.
Blood, yes. No, that's for Halloween.
No, that's every day for Cheryl.
Oh boy.
Well, you know, she did her laundry room in Halloween. And
That's
I think
right, she did.
it is so
Speaking of-
tasteful. And
It
it's
is.
so
It really
pretty.
is.
It
It's
is
really
so
cool.
pretty.
Yeah, it is. It's not like a creepy Halloween, but it definitely has like
Oh.
a little bit of a creepy vibe.
Yeah. No, she did a really, really nice job.
Mona says you ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Oh, Elvis, here we come.
We like that. Absolutely. That's a good one. I like that one. But tonight's gonna be pretty low-key, guys, here. We're just kind of working on some basic projects. Nothing too exciting. Nothing too extravagant. We're just kind of hanging out tonight. Hanging out and chatting. I'm going to slide this, now that I've gotten the center of this done, I'm going to slide this to one side. All 3 layers so that I can get over here to the corner, to this edge here. And I just keep smoothing it out as I'm pinning it in place. And you even want to give it a little bit of a tug underneath to make sure everything lays nice and flat. Again, you can stretch this on the table if you want. Buy some of those clamps and stretch it on the table to make sure that it stays nice and stretched out. I don't have very good luck with those. I've tried before and I just don't have really good luck with them. So I just have you just use this method. It seems to work well for me. But I also don't do full size projects. This is about as big as I'll go. Is these table runners. So there we go. But I always start in the middle and then work my way out towards the edge.
Oh, I was going to show everybody my fabric.
Oh,
You couldn't really see it on, for my border.
yeah.
Of course, here we go again.
She's over here giving us a show.
I hope that's where it's at.
Oh boy.
So this is my creepy border that's going on my Halloween
That
quilt.
is a really cool. That's your binding, not your border. Your
Yes.
binding. Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know what these things are called.
So Terry tagged me. She says, "What did the kids use to say on your vacation? Do we have to visit dead people?" Yeah, that is
Yes.
exactly what they used to say, Terry. That
Yes,
is
they did.
exactly what they used to say. How many more dead people do we have to go see? Yes, because we used to hit a lot of.
We go on
cemeteries.
vacation somewhere where we don't have to go to a dead person's house.
Yeah. 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 That was Cheryl's son. Cheryl said that request came from Cheryl's son. He
It
said,
did.
Do we have to still go visit dead people?
I think that was like at Abraham Lincoln's house or something.
I think that was after that trip, yeah.
The
Cheryl says
girls-
every year that we've gone, they've said that. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
And every year we go, we visit more dead people.
At least one.
I mean, let's face it. We went to South Dakota. We saw 4 dead presidents on a mountain.
There you go.
They thought it was cool.
Yeah. Hotter than Hades, but yeah.
You know, we took them to see Elvis's house, and they wanted to go back there.
Yeah.
Well, not to the house, but to Nashville anyway.
Yes. Well, Elvis's house is in Memphis, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
You know, same state.
It's close. It's on the way. It's fine.
Is it? I don't think it was on the way. But
No.
okay.
Memphis is, well, yeah, Memphis was on the way to Nashville.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Ladies, I don't drive.
No, you are a rider.
What did I call myself the other day?
She said Rhonda the rider.
Yeah, Rhonda the rider.
Well, because we have Nancy the navigator. That's what we call our navigation system.
Just put me in the car and drive. Tell me when to get out.
And she doesn't nap. It's not like she sleeps in the chair, no.
No, I don't. I'm awake the whole time.
Terry says, I guess I have to gamble or fall behind. I mean, it's.
I love that.
Cheryl says, and I am passenger princess. Yes, you are. I am the driver, in case anyone hasn't figured this out yet. I am the getaway driver. I drive the getaway car.
Yes, you do.
Uh-oh.
No, that's okay. We get away as much as we can.
We do. Ooh, it looks like this is going to be a little tight on this edges here. Looks like I have a little bit less of a hangover than I thought. Not that kind of hangover. I'll just have to be careful with it and make sure that I go all the way to the edge. We're going to be trimming this up when we're done anyway, so hopefully it'll be okay.
Gee, do your dogs, your little dogs.
I do have little dogs, yes.
I know. Do they sound like elephants in the house when they run?
Mom, the cat stomps down the hallway.
I'll tell you, Pebbles has the loudest feet.
And they run everywhere. They don't walk,
no.
They just run. We have to run everywhere.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Now, when Kevin and I were dating, I used to joke with him that our cat Angel, who passed away a few years ago, that she used to stomp down the hallway, and he didn't believe me. Did not believe me until he came over by the house one day, and we were watching a movie in the living room, and sure enough, the cat comes literally stomping down the hallway. And he just looks at me and goes, "Oh my God, you weren't making that up." And I'm like, "No, I was not making that up. The cat stomps down the hallway."
Yes.
Like she's not light-footed.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but when Pugsley was little,
Pugsley
never
was
knew.
a cat growing up.
Yeah, he was a Persian. He was a little Persian. He never weighed more than 6 pounds.
Yes.
The vet would do blood tests going, Persians aren't this little. They like to eat. I go, well, he likes to eat. He just is, he's just little. So, but at nighttime, because, they're nocturnal, he could walk in between China and, my husband's
I'm sorry,
Christmas.
Mom, I don't mean to be laughing. I just hear the barking in the background.
Yeah, and I know that he could walk through all of that, never ever knock anything over.
Yes,
or
it was extremely graceful.
Yes, but let it be nighttime, and oh my God, he made such noise running up and down. Really, guys? Okay, so sorry for the interruptions.
It's fine, Mom. It's fine. I find it funny. Cheryl was saying that we are working on our July trip. Yes, we are. We used to go on road trips with our children every year. Last year, we were grateful enough that they wanted to join us once again, so that's why we did that Nashville trip. This year, we will be childless this year because they already have a bunch of their own plans after graduation.
And yes, if you saw my table move, the dog ran into it. The little one has her nighttime zoomies right now.
Too funny.
She has zoomies twice a day, once in the morning and once at night.
That's funny.
Well, when it was nice outside, I could get her to get them out, outside.
Right.
But now that it's been cold and rainy and wet and she don't like to go out in that,
Naomi, that is exactly how we do things. She says, I like road trips without husbands. It's one less kid to look after.
Yeah.
Mr. Wizard's down the hallway and he goes, that's not nice.
You know what, Mr. Wizard? A lot of the time the truth is not nice. But it is what it is.
That's funny. Hey, you didn't want to be on camera, so you just keep your comments to yourself.
Oh, I thought you were telling him to keep something else to himself.
No. Just his comments.
Yeah, well, that sounded like something else.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am officially pinned up.
Funny, you look like you're sitting in a chair.
Ba-dum-bum. Naomi says, love you, Mr. Wizard. Terry says, my neighbor above me has 2 Siberian forest cats. One likes to knock things over. Last night it was a 2-foot high vase full of marbles. Oh my god. Sounded a bit like gun pellets hitting the floor and my ceiling. Oh my gosh.
Well, I hope it was at least during daylight hours.
Teresa says drink up. Yep, drink up. That's right. My goodness. That is really loud, yeah. Alright, so I am all pinned up. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to transfer this over to the machine, but I do not have my machine set up and ready to go yet. So I need to put my walking foot on first. Uh-oh. Why do I have no pins? Hang on. I have no pins. Oh, that's why I have no pins, because it's hangs over. Never mind. I need to put my walking foot on my machine. I prefer to use my walking foot. You do not need a walking foot to do quilting, but it does help. If you can afford one, because they are a little pricey, but if you can afford one, I do recommend it. Alright, let's get this all set up to go. Then the cat put herself in timeout under the bed. That's funny. That's really funny. Taylor, you guys know Taylor's cat, Angel. We talk about her a lot here. She liked to knock on doors. Open doors. She would just go up to the open door and just start batting at it. And it would make Taylor bonkers. Especially at night. It would make Taylor absolutely crazy. So Taylor got to a point where she was covering the bottom of every door in our house with tinfoil. Because supposedly cats don't like tinfoil. Well,
no, they don't.
Angel would just pull the tinfoil off the door and then hit the door.
That's funny.
At one point, Taylor's like, Mom, just take the doors off. Just take them off, Mom.
Well, that would have been interesting.
That would have been interesting, yeah. We never did that, no, but it would have been interesting for sure. Okay, there. Machine is coming out. Give me just a moment. Terry says, oh my. Yes, Terry, for most machines, you can get a walking foot on Amazon. In fact, Mama Joyce just bought one for her machine today because she did not have one. I have one for my machine. I just need to put it on. It is not currently on the machine, so I'm just going to bring my machine all the way up and get my little tools here to take it off.
Okay, now I got a dog snoring.
Oh boy. It's not one thing, it's another with you, Mom.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. We don't hear the snoring, or at least I can't hear the snoring.
You will.
Give it a minute.
Yeah.
I have
he gets
like
louder.
My bigger one, Addison, she is a snorer. Man, it doesn't matter And she falls asleep, like, almost instantly. Like, the second her eyes close, she's out cold. Like, I wish I could fall asleep like she does. Cheryl said, I was a door slammer as a teen. My dad took the door off. I mean, that's one way to do it. I think I remember you telling me that once. Alright, so I have to take my quick connect, my quick latch from my presser foot off in order to attach my walking foot. I'm sure that most of you have to do the same. I need more light. There we go. So we got that. I'm going to get the walking foot on here. There we go. We got a little bitty handy screwdriver. I love this little screwdriver. It really helps very well. It's a little bit bigger than your sewing machine key that you have that comes with most machines. It gives me a little bit more of a grip. And obviously a little bit of a handle. And I like the short one because then that way I can also use it for the needle as well. Because a traditional screwdriver won't fit in there because the handle is too long. And just tighten this up real quick. Alright, that's nice and tight. Put that away, put this away, put that away. Put the whole thing away. I'm going to bring my sewing machine down so that it is level with the table. That makes things a little bit easier for me to use. Canada Dry. Do you need a special walking foot for your machine, Dani? No, Terry, I do not. No, mine is just the standard one you would buy on Amazon. No.
Yeah, I don't need a special one either. It was just Amazon special. At least I hope I do.
She said this cat walks on top of the flat screen TV, so she put double-sided tape on the top of the console. It didn't stop her. No, it didn't. Terry, is the Morse a low shank? Patty wants to know.
Is the what?
I'm guessing it's a type of machine. She says it's a Morse, M-O-R-S-E, and she wants to know if that's a low shank machine. We were having this discussion about shank machines the other day. Patty says it depends on the model.
He measures the shanks with her fingers. It's just 6 inches, you know.
From here to here.
What? Nobody laughed.
I am laughing on the inside.
I didn't have my cohort here to laugh with me, so.
Well, yeah, that's right. You don't have your cohort there. Patty says hers is a 4300. I guess they're talking about machines. Sewing machines.
What is this? This
Sandra
is
K, hello. I didn't see you sneak in there. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're well. Sorry about that. I apologize. All right. Machine is now set up. We have got our quilt top, I call it pin basting because it's, basically the same thing. It is pinned down and ready. So now again, this is where I always start in the middle. I like to start in the middle and move my way out. So then that way, if anything is going to shift or stretch, it does it from the inside out and not this way. So that's why I like to start in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and roll up one edge here so that it will fit underneath the arm of my machine. I have a very small machine, very small domestic. The throat on my machine is very small, so I have to roll it up really nice and neat to get it in there.
Well, then you can't use a 6-inch shank.
No, I cannot, unfortunately. No.
You're still not laughing.
Sorry. Patty says, love the purple grunge. I'm out and need more. Yes, thank you. The purple grunge is on top of my new workstation. We use that to cover the plywood. I absolutely love the purple grunge. It's one of my favorite. The grunge fabric line is one of my favorite fabric lines. I absolutely love it. So yeah, I thought this is a 108-inch piece here because I did not want a seam because this table is a little bit bigger than would be needed, and I wanted to make sure it was doubled. So yeah. I feel like I'm missing something. Fern says, drink, drink, drink. Oh, yes, that's what I was missing. Thank you. Oh, yum. Yum, yum, yum. All right. So now the tricky part is feeding all of these layers underneath your needle and your walking foot. Once you get them under there, it's not so bad. It's just the initial getting them under there that can be a trick sometimes. Alright, so I'm going to do kind of a stitch in the ditch. I'm not going to do exactly in the ditch because that can disrupt the threads ever so slightly. So I usually go just a stitch, just 1 or 2 threads over from the ditch. So sometimes you can still see my stitching a little bit, but that just makes it so that it doesn't break the integrity of the seam there. That's kind of how I do things, and so that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to keep stitching. Now, if it turns out that we end up finishing this, which I doubt because it's already 7:30, but if it turns out that we end up finishing it, that's okay because we still have to trim this and put a binding on it. So we still got lots to do before it's finished. So, all right, so I am going to drop my foot, and just so that I don't miss anything in chat, I'm going to pull my phone up here or drop it on the floor. You know, either one works really. I'm going to pull my phone up here so that I can see chat a little bit better because I actually can't wear my glasses when I'm working with the machine, but I need my glasses in order to read chat there. So, the lovely, things of getting old. So I'm going to grab my phone and I'm going to try and keep up with chat on my phone. So I'm going to apologize if I miss any messages. My chair moved out from underneath me. Whee! I have never had a chair. Like, I just bought this chair. I absolutely love the chair. It's one of my favorites. They're really super comfortable. But I've never had a chair that the hydraulics on it actually lift up when you get off the chair so that every time you get in the chair, you end up having to lower it. Every single time. I've always had them go down, like as you move around and, the hydraulics wear out on them. I've never had a chair go up on me before. But this one does. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Needle down. What has everybody else been working on this fun weekend? I know that, like I said, the weather here has been kind of crappy. Oh, I need a pair of gloves. Excuse me. I need a pair of sewing gloves, and I don't know where they are.
I have a pair right here. Would you like them?
Yeah, you want to just run them over like I did before? I have like 100 pairs. Why can I not find a single pair? All right, well, let me go in the closet and grab another pair because I don't know what the heck happened to them. What is everybody else working on this fun weekend? I know I told you guys that the weather here has been crappy, so I stayed indoors most of the day. I spent the entire day cutting fabric for our next couple of projects, but that just means now it's done. So let me hang on just a second.
Sure gets quiet when she walks away, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? My gosh, like nobody talks. So weird.
It's too bad YouTube doesn't have one of those, so you could hear everybody talking and laughing.
Yeah, well, you can do that on Discord, but it's not quite the same. Cheryl says, I've been sorting vintage jewelry of my mom's. Oh, wow.
That's not an easy task either.
No, I'm sure that's got to be emotional, I'm sure.
Well, not just emotional, but you don't know.
She says, I have a full Rubbermaid tub. Oh.
Well, when you're looking at someone else's jewelry, you really have no clue if it's worth,
right.
You don't know if it's, unless you know they were
costume
rich.
Costume or real, yeah.
Yeah.
These is a brand new pair of gloves, so they have rubber tips on them. And so I'm just kind of stretching the rubber a little bit so that they'll actually go on my fingers. Terry says, it's snowing!
Yeah.
Judy says she's been working on a t-shirt quilt for a client. Cheryl said she had jewelry for every outfit. Is it all costume jewelry, Cheryl, or is it all like worth something? maybe you shouldn't say. Maybe we shouldn't advertise that. Maybe. All right, there we go. Now I'm getting somewhere. So I'm not doing any type of fancy stitching here. I'm just kind of going around, stitching in the ditch, going around these pieces. These big pattern pieces. I'm not doing anything fancy. One of these days I will learn how to do something a little bit more fancy, but I just have not gotten there yet. What did you do today, Mom? Anything fun?
Laundry.
I mean, if you like doing laundry, that could be fun. Did you find any money? Then at least it's a rewarding.
I did not. That would have been nice. But no, I didn't find any money. I did laundry. It just kind of putzed around the house. I'm watching, I got Cheryl hooked on a Netflix series.
Which one is that?
It's called Younger.
Oh my gosh, I just started watching that myself.
Oh, it's so good. It's
I'm not far into it. I'm only like, I think episode 7 or 8 of the first series, or the first season. But yeah, it's pretty funny.
It just sucks you right in.
It's silly and funny. Yeah, for sure.
It is. It's silly, it's funny, it's
and romantic. I love the fact that the episodes are only like 30 minutes, so you don't really feel like you're investing a whole lot of time until you realize you've watched like 8 of them in a row.
I know. Cheryl and I both have finished the series, and I'm back at redoing it because it was just... You know what? I always miss stuff because I'm taking the dogs out. Or,
right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I do that myself. Yeah, whenever you find a really good series, you go back and watch it.
I like to go back and watch them again because
you
miss so much.
Yep. Oh, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, it's very good. So I was rewatching some of that. I was rewatching some Downton Abbey this morning.
Fun.
Saturday in the wintertime, I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself.
Well, you got this big old sewing room.
Well, in the spring, I know I got to go outside and I got to do this, and this, and this, and I got to cut grass, and you know what I mean?
Right. There's a bunch of outdoor activities that need to be taken care of.
And I love
outdoor chores. Yeah.
I love to be outdoors. And in the wintertime, I've had no sunshine. There's no windows where I work. I have to go up to the front office to get a window. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
And then I try and sleep late. Well, that doesn't work. When you have a puppy, that does not work.
No.
They want your butt up.
Yeah.
Come on, get up. It's time to play. You need to play with me. It's playtime.
Or play or go outside or whatever, yeah.
So sleeping late, although my husband does try and make it so I can, it never really happens.
I have to say, Mr. Wizard is pretty awesome about that. Like, he is an early riser anyway, so he is usually up with the dogs, whether he likes to or not. But he usually stays pretty quiet and lets me sleep, which is really kind of him.
Yes, it is. Who's crying, for God's sake? Snoopy, why are you whining? You were snoring a minute ago and now you're whining. The heck? Mm-hmm. Yes, Snoopy's a beagle.
Yes, Snoopy is Mom's beagle. That's her second beagle. She had one before named Max.
Yep.
She didn't learn her lesson the first time.
Hey. Max was a loud beagle. A very loud beagle. Loud. Snoopy is not a loud boy.
Well, he does bark, but not nearly as much as Max does.
I mean, I can talk. I can stand and talk to the neighbor, and I don't have to, try and talk over the dog.
Mm-hmm.
As long as he's with you, he's good. You know what I mean? He's a people person. When he wants something, yeah, he barks. But don't they all?
Terry says she got to play chef today.
Aw, what'd you make us?
Terry says she's been watching the Beast Games on Prime. Such a great series. Intense game show with $5 million as the grand prize. It's not over yet.
Wow.
Yes, mom's beagles have been barkers.
Well, mine have both been boys, and boys tend to bark, I think, more than the girls do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think the female burgers, listen to me.
Burgers. The female burgers.
The female beagles tend to howl when they bark, but they don't bark as much as the males.
Nice. I see.
We used to have a lady that had like a mini beagle. I don't know if she was a runt of the litter or what kind of a beagle she was, but she was a little tiny thing. And she would walk her off leash around and around. I never heard this beagle make a sound. She was just a little tiny thing. Oh, I gotta go let one out, so hold on.
I am just quilting right along here. I've only done one little square of the center squares so far. I did around the outside, and then I decided to go ahead and do the inside X pattern as well. So I went ahead and did that. And so now I'm just moving on to the second one. Just real slow. Take your time. Don't go too fast. Pay attention to what you're doing. Because these stitches you will actually see. So it's important you find a nice fabric or a nice thread that doesn't show up too much on your quilt, unless of course that's the look you're going for. Oh, it's over there. Yeah. Can you FMQ on that machine? Have you tried? Terry, I can drop the feed dogs. Yes, the feed dogs will drop on this machine. No, I have not tried. I need to. I need to, put some pieces together. I've got a bunch of scrap batting pieces. I really need to put some pieces together and practice on it and learn how to do it. But no, I have not done it yet. That's one of my goals to someday get to, for sure. I have a Potbelly Pig Chihuahua mix. She's a very... Vet just put... Okay, so I see. Vet just put him on diet food. Apparently the pig is dominant. Patty. That's funny, Patty. That's really funny. That's really funny. He's a porker. Is that his name? Is that his name? Is his name Porker? I have a friend of mine who lives in Florida, and he has a bunch of animals on he's got a couple of acres, and so he's got a bunch of animals, and one of them is a potbelly pig, and he calls it Peter Porker. He's a big comic fan, and so he calls him Peter Porker. I think that's so funny. My vet said to make Sebastian eat more. He's too skinny. I should have that problem. Right? If only. If only. right. Just finished the around the square there, so now I'm going to spin this piece here, and I'm going to go down the center. Lucas, how was your week, bud? I haven't even heard from you. Are you still with us? You might have answered and I may have missed it, and if you did, I apologize. You'll get to see Lucas, I think, this week. Isn't that right? Don't we have the Wild West this Wednesday? So you'll get to see him on camera. Hopefully he doesn't get any emergency calls and he's able to hang out with us, but if he does, that's okay. It happens. We're going to be working on clue 7 of our Wild West PMQ. I can't believe we're almost done. Like, clue 7. So crazy. I knew someone who had a pygmy pig. I thought she was a pig that was very dog-like, walked on a leash.
Wow.
His name is Max. Short for Maxi Pad. Yes, Terry, they did. Flyaway is in the mail. Mama Joyce has joined the Flyaway crew, as has my aunt as well. They are both joining it. She has gotten her clue. I actually had to print it for her. So the next time you see her, she will be putting a clue together. She's probably going to do them here on these After Darks. Or she'll join me on a Sunday stream sometime to put it together for herself. Well, that's completely up to her. But yeah, they are in the mail. Usually, for those of you who are new to the Cottoncuts way of things, usually they ship the boxes first that have the prepaid ones. They usually ship those books first, and they usually ship them by colorway. They don't all ship on one day. They ship the majority of them on one day, but it usually can take them a week or so to get everything out in the mail. So please be patient, especially with that very first shipment. It can take a little bit of time to get out to you. So Terry says, I got my clue, but I don't see that mine shipped. I ordered the whole kit, so I'm sure it takes a little bit to get it together. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just saying. Yeah, it can take a little bit of time. So just be patient, and the mail service runs a little slow sometimes. There's only so much that they can control, that Cottoncuts can control. Mom has a prepaid one as well, so hers will be coming soon enough. Cheryl says March weather is usually better, so she'll be out then. That will be awesome. I'm sure Mama Joyce will enjoy the help.
I will enjoy the help. That's for sure.
I just got warm all of a sudden. I think it's the liquor. I'm going to turn this heater off. Hang on just a second. There we go. Now it's going to be really quiet in here. No one has said that they love anything lately. Drink some water, Dani. There's water in it somewhere. I'm a little low. That's all right. I brought a refill.
I brought the bottle.
Well, I didn't want to bring the whole bottle. I think there's still a little bit more left in here, but I'll close it up. Right, exactly, Terry. It's liquid, so there's H2O in it somewhere. That's what I agree with you, 100%. That's where I'm at. The cat keeps meowing. I don't know why, but she's kind of annoying. She's got food, she's got water. I think she just wants attention. Judy says, I usually wait until the beginning of April, then start making my trips to Illinois. Yeah, April, that's usually a pretty good month. The girl's birthday is at the end of March, and it's usually fairly decent weather for their birthday. Sometimes every once in a while you'll get a little bit of a crap weather, but for the most part it's usually pretty good. So end of March, beginning of April is usually fairly decent weather in these parts. How you doing over there, Mom? I haven't heard you swearing lately, so you must be figuring it out okay.
I think I'm
just doing it in your head.
No, I think I'm working it out all right.
Well, that's good.
I don't promise it will look anything like what the picture is, but
that's okay.
all the pieces will be put together.
Terry says, it's cute, not annoying to me. I love hearing the animals. Well, I'm glad you're not annoyed. But you don't have to hear her all the time.
Me too.
Judy says, mine is at the end of March too. Well, that is awesome, Judy. Happy early birthday to you then. The girls will be 22 this year. It's just crazy to me.
Oh, really?
It is.
Crazy.
It's crazy. It's just crazy that they're that old. Like, I swear, like last week they were 5. Like,
I know.
Mary Hurst, welcome back to the channel. She says, drink. I got you, girl.
Pebbles, we didn't go anywhere. We're still here.
Terry says, my dog is not a barker. I guess that's why it doesn't bother me. Yeah, our dogs really aren't barkers, honestly. The cat is just, she's very vocal. And it makes us a little batty sometimes.
Isn't she the one that talks?
Yes, she likes to say hello. When we first got her, it used to scare the hell out of me. I always thought there was somebody in the kitchen. Because for the first, like, week or two after we got her, we did have another cat in the house. We had Angel in the house when we got Ozzy. And they didn't get along right away. It took them a while to warm up to each other. And so Ozzy would actually... And Ozzy wasn't used to dogs either. Bubbles was fine with her. Our dog Bubbles was fine with her. But Ozzy wasn't used to dogs. So she just... It took her a while to get used to things. So she actually, like, hid on the kitchen table. Like, that's where she stayed. Like, that was her place. She was just on the table. And I wasn't thrilled about having a cat on the table. But at the same time, I knew it was going to take her time to get used to things and everything else. So I let it happen for a little while. She's not on the table anymore. But anyway, she, where was I going with this story? Oh, right.
Hello.
So we were, Mr. Wizard and I were laying in bed one night. He had just come home from work. He was working third shift. And so we were kind of laying in bed. I was like tossing and turning, getting ready to fall asleep. And I just started to fall asleep. And all of a sudden from the kitchen, you hear, hello? Hello? Scared the hell out of us. Turns out it was just the cat. It was the cat meowing, but when the cat meows, she does this one meow that sounds like she's saying hello, and when you're half asleep, it really did sound like an actual person saying hello, so it kind of freaked us out. We did get used to it eventually, but it took a while. But yeah, that was not a fun evening. Needless to say, neither one of us went back to sleep. She doesn't do that too much anymore. She's actually quite older. Gosh, I think she's got to be at least 17 or 18 now. Yeah, Frozen Terror. Yeah, for a hot minute there, Terry, we did. Yeah. Mr. Wizard was kind enough to go investigate and realize that it was just the cat. But yeah.
Gun in hand.
Not at the time, no. But yeah, it was... I think it was a baseball bat.
That works
either way. Too. Yeah, it was a little freaky the first time it happened. Now we're used to it, and now we recognize her voice and everything else, so we know it's her. But yeah, I mean, clear as day, hello. It was a hello. Yeah, it was not fun. But it's usually a hello, hello, hello. There's usually 3 of them in a row. A bat and a cat. There you go, Terry. There you go. A bat and a cat. That's funny. rotating this around as I go. I am pulling out some of these pins if they're getting in the way, but otherwise I'm leaving the pins there. I think Lucas must have fallen asleep. I haven't seen him in a while. That's okay. No problem. No worries.
Either that or there were too many loves.
There were too many loves. Yeah, he didn't even tell us if he was drinking anything.
No, I didn't.
No, he's been. If it was anything like last weekend, he was really stressed out last weekend. So.
Oh no.
Just work stuff. He's working on some cases, and it's up to him to solve the mysteries, and things weren't adding up, and he's putting pressure on himself, and I'm sure there's a little bit of pressure on him from others as well. And he was just feeling those pressures. That's all.
Yeah.
It's all part of the job, but it's something he's not necessarily used to yet. And he's just trying to find his way through it, trying to navigate his way.
Yeah, he'll get used to it eventually.
Yeah, we all do. It just takes some time. And lots of liquor.
Well, and he really likes what he does, too.
He does. He truly does. And it's not the type of stress he was under is not a I don't like my job type of stress. It's just I need to find the answer type of stress. So I'm sure he will. If the answer is there, I'm sure he will find it. Speaking of answers, I don't know how that segue is going to work, but whatever. Today, I mentioned to you guys earlier that I got a package in the mail, and that was our next block for our Wild Meadow project. And so that was one of the pieces of things that I was cutting up fabric for today. I was also cutting up fabric for our next block party video, which will be in 2 weeks. We are working on, it's just off camera here. It is block number 556. It's called Heartfelt. So I was cutting up the fabric for that. So if you're participating in that, make sure that you have enough fabric cut up for 2 pieces, 2 of the same block. I have the pieces cut up, but not subcut yet, because there was some subcuts that you needed to do with regards to some triangles and things. I don't have those cut up yet. I just have the squares cut up so far. I think I have dust in my eye or something. It's probably something. So that is our next block of the month video that we will be doing. This next Thursday is that one. Alright, so I've finished all of the middle pieces, so now I'm going to actually make my way to one of these rows of hearts, and I'm just going to kind of go around the entire outside of the heart. I think I'm going to start kind of in the center, so then that way I kind of finish in the center, so then that way I can do the next one, and we'll kind of go from there. But I'm just moving right along. Who knows, I might end up finishing this today. I doubt it. It's already 8 o'clock, but we will, whatever we don't finish today, we will finish tomorrow on our live stream on Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. And then we will be doing the binding. I may end up having to do the binding off camera. We'll have to wait and see how things go. We'll see how things go. How are you doing over there, Mom?
I'm doing all right.
Oh, she sounds fantastic.
Well,
Like she's really having a great time.
Well, this one block, I had to kind of take it apart, and it's already sewed to the next one. You know, it just...
I did not see the seam ripper come out, so my apologies. Otherwise, I would have left you alone. I know better.
No, it's fine that the seam ripper came. I don't care. It just... I didn't like the way these matched up, and then I thought I was going to fix it, and of course I didn't fix it.
Done is better than perfect.
Yes, I'm aware.
That is our motto. I did steal that from somebody else. I believe that it was from
I have it.
Missouri Star Quilt Company, but I believe that's where I stole it from.
In
Picture form, don't you? For picture frames or something?
I haven't put it up yet. I'm a little like my daughter that way.
What are you trying to say?
I just am saying. I'm a little like my daughter that way.
Well, I had to have gotten it
A
from
little
somewhere.
like me that way.
I
Huh?
was gonna say, I had to have gotten it from somewhere, so.
Yeah, Mr. Wizard blames me for a lot, so it's all right.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
It's time to drink, ladies. Is Cheryl still out here in the woods?
Cheryl, are you still out here?
Oh, the guy who sews is here.
Sean? I did not see Sean pop in. Hello, Sean. Welcome to the channel.
Well, he's on here as the guy who sews, not as Sean, so.
Well, that's his name. I didn't see him pop
Okay.
in there.
Hi, Sean. Hi, Cheryl. Time to drink.
My apologies. I did not see you pop in there. I must be missing something. Am I not live? Let me check something. Hang on. Nope, that says live. Yeah, I don't.
I
see
love
him.
Yo Patty. I love that.
Oh, there he is. He says, "Good day, Danny and Mom." For some reason, it's not showing up on my phone. Give me a minute. I'm gonna try this again. Oh, there it is.
Okay, Lucas has had too much to drink. It is
Marie, and they blame us for anything that happens.
No, that's not what he typed. It is Marie and they blame us for a that happens.
My apologies, friends. Agnes popped in too. For some reason, my chat reset and I didn't realize it. So my apologies. I missed some people here. Let me just catch back up here. Give me just a second. I apologize. Sean, good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I said hi to Sandra. Agnes, hello. Thanks so much. Sorry that I missed you come in. Joyce Hernandez is also here. She says, "Oh, wow, I'm really late. Hi, Danny and all." No worries, Joyce. No worries. Oh, Lucas, there he says, "Still here, still working the same homicide. It's a rough one." Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry to hear it's a homicide.
I'm sure you will figure it out. We have faith in you. And you know what, Lucas, you can only figure out so much. Like, sometimes the evidence sometimes it's inconclusive. You know, and that happens, unfortunately, so. All right, I think maybe under the table, lol. I think I'm back up to chat, so my apologies for that. I don't know what happened there. I am working on longer sewing sections now, so hopefully I'll be able to keep up with chat a little bit better than I was before.
Longer sewing sections? Sessions or sections?
Sections, sorry.
No, it's probably my ears, not you talking.
I do mumble sometimes.
Sure, now you admit it. But in the store, she hollers, "I swear you need hearing aids."
Well, sometimes I think you do.
I have bionic hearing. I got news for you.
I don't know who told you that, but I'm sure they lied.
The ear doctor the ear, nose, and throat told me that.
Well, I'm thinking he was looking at someone else's results, because that, or you just have very selective hearing.
Well, selective.
So, yeah, Lucas was just telling us, he says, "That's the point where we're at. I was looking at the same prints I got from the car and trying to match them to the suspects and spent 4 days doing that." Lucas said, "I said it was like making a puzzle with all of the wrong pieces." Yep.
Oh,
Cheryl
no.
said, "And glasses." Yeah.
And glasses.
True that, Cheryl. True that. You know, Lucas, it happens. Like, I'm sure that, you know, that's not the first time that's ever going to happen. And, you know, I'm sure that's not the first time it's ever happened or the last time it will. Yeah.
Maybe they got the wrong suspect, so maybe the wrong guy's in custody. You never know.
Some things just don't add up sometimes. Sometimes it's just not there. You can't make something there that's not.
Even if they want you to try.
Yeah. I'm just going around these hearts here. He says, and that's why I'm trying. That's why I try telling the. That's what I tried telling the higher ups. Yeah, sometimes they don't listen though.
Well, he's new at his job too, and they just want to make sure
Right.
that he's all the A's and B's and C's and
Right.
matched.
Yeah, for sure.
He's
For sure.
engaged.
There's some stress that goes along with being the new guy too.
Yeah.
There's some stress from that.
Yep. There sure is.
Somebody just sent me a Facebook message. I have no idea who it is, but thank you for whoever it is. Just spinning it round, right round, right round. Does anybody else do that when they're thinking about it? I do that too. Nice quiet evening today, folks. Nothing too super crazy. Like I said, the weather's kind of crappy, so we were just kind of spending the day indoors. I did a bunch of cutting. I was telling you guys earlier, I was cutting a bunch of fabric for stuff. I've got a binding that I'm working on. I teased you guys a little bit with it last week. I told you I'm trying something different that I saw on Facebook. If it works, I'll share it with you. If it doesn't work, I'm denying it. I'm not telling you about it at all. So I'm going to wait and see if it works first before I share it. We'll see. I was hoping to get to some of that today, but I just kind of ran out of time. That happens sometimes. Brat 46, and sometimes you don't have all the pieces to make the case. That's exactly right. Terry says, like a record, baby, round, round. See, you and me, I know it. I knew there was one of you out there. Terry says, I baked bread again. I'm on a bread making phase. I make it in a pan on a stovetop. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I can't say that I've ever seen bread made on a stovetop before.
Seen it done online or in a show somewhere. So yes, I know it's possible.
Huh, I've never seen that before. It's really neat. So as I'm quilting this, and I know you guys can kind of see me doing it, but as I'm quilting it, I'm spreading the fabric out with my hands to make sure it's nice and taut as it goes under the needle, so then that way there's no bunching. I'm also checking underneath my fabric underneath to make sure it doesn't get bunched or anything like that. But that's also why I keep the pins so close together, because then that way nothing can really bunch up. But I also keep my fingers nice and spread, and I'm pulling the fabric nice and tight. So that it doesn't get all bunched up underneath me. Just spinning it round. There's a twist to the plot, she says. It's like a life-size game of Clue.
It is.
Speaking of Clue, for those of you who have gotten your cotton cuts
Flyaway
clues for Flyaway, make sure you check out page 2. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to give it away. But Mama Joyce had me print up hers, and I got to see page 2, and that looks like a lot of fun. I kind of wish I was playing along. So I may just play along. I may make a copy of it and play along on my own. But that looks like a lot of fun. So if you've gotten your clue for clue 1 of the Flyaway, make sure you check out page 2. It looks like a lot of fun. I don't want to spoil anything, but it looks like a lot of fun. Sean says, I find out my colorway on Thursday. Ooh, Sean, are you excited? Because we all know it's not going to be purple. Sean, I have to tell you, my aunt has been following Cotton Cuts lately, and she's really excited for the next flyaway. And she texted me after your interview with Cotton Cuts about how they have picked out your color. And she is probably just as excited as you are to find out what kind of colorway you're doing. Because she was fascinated with the fact that you've only ever done purple. She thought that was really neat. Terry says, oh yes, there's an extra puzzle. I printed it, forgot to check it out. Sean says, yes, I'm excited to find out. Patty wants to know from Sandra, how's the baby? All right. Moving right along. Sean thinks it's rose finch. That's what his guess is. I'm not familiar enough with the colorways because I wasn't participating and I didn't want to keep teasing myself, so I didn't pay too much attention to the colorways. Mom, what colorway did you choose?
I chose the purple one.
The purple one.
Yep. And Aunt Retta's got Patriot, I think.
Is it Patriot or Flamingo?
Flamingo. That's right. Flamingo.
She chose the flamingo colorway. Rose finch. Is that the one that you want the least, Sean? If that's the one you want the least, then yeah, that's definitely the one you're going to get. Because that's usually how it works, right? I don't know. I've been following Cotton Cuts for a long time, and every time they pick a colorway for people, it turns out to be really great. So I'm sure that whatever it is, you'll end up loving it. Terry says she's doing flamingo as well. Sean says the purple one is super pretty. He's gonna miss his purple one, I think. Oh, wow, it's the K facet. That's interesting. That is not what I would have picked for my aunt to have picked, so that's really interesting. I would have thought that would have been too bright and busy for her, but I'm actually really excited by that, because that seems to me like it would be out of her comfort zone, for sure.
I think she's trying to do things out of her comfort zone.
I think that's fantastic. It's not one that I would have imagined her picking for herself, so I think that's great. You know what, the Tranquil quilt that I did that I gifted to Lucas, that one was out of my comfort zone as well. But I love it. It turned out perfect. It turned out beautiful. Sometimes you gotta take that leap.
Well, I think Auntie Retta chose that because she liked the backing. She was watching. She's really gotten into Cotton Cuts, which is a good thing. I think it's marvelous.
She has become a super fan, and I think it's amazing.
And she actually, I didn't know you had to pick your backing fabric too.
You don't have to.
I know, but I messed up my order this time with Cotton Cuts big time. I don't know what I was thinking when I placed it. I must have had too much wine or something, or not enough.
I think so. You know what it was, Mom? It was just too much love.
Maybe that's it. But she had, she's the one that came to me and said, "Oh yeah, I'm waiting for the backing fabric because some of those I looked at, I didn't care for the backing fabric." And I went, "Oh, all right." The choices, because they give you three choices.
Right.
And that was one of the reasons that she picked the flamingo, is because whatever backing fabric she picked, she really liked the backing fabric.
Okay.
So it was between two, and
that was her deciding factor.
once they posted the backing fabric, yes, that was her deciding factor.
That's awesome. You don't have to pick the backing from Cotton Cuts. You can decide to pick whatever backing you want. You don't have to go with the one from Cotton Cuts. I've done that a couple times where I just decided to kind of go to the quilt store and pick something out different instead. Because I didn't.
That is not an easy thing to do.
Hi, Nancy. Welcome back to the channel. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. I hope you're well.
And yes, I have the divorce lawyer out again.
Yes, Mom. Picking out fabrics can be a challenge sometimes.
Well, yeah, because you like them all, and then you go, no, that one doesn't match that fabric. That one doesn't match that fabric. Oh, gosh, look at this one. It's really, really busy, but it matches.
And sometimes it's just as much fun.
I know. I can't. I really. You guys have seen my Halloween quilt. I can't wait to see what it looks like.
I am excited for it.
I am too, because I'm like, I can't really picture it in my head.
Yeah, sometimes that's difficult. Like I have that. In fact, I actually had that exact same situation happen to me today. I was picking out fabrics for our block party video. I was picking out the fabrics based on some extra scrap fabrics that I have, because that's the whole point of the project. And I was missing a fabric, and so I had to add something from my fat quarter stash, and I couldn't figure out which shade of color I needed to go with, and so I just snapped a picture of it, and I sent it to my daughter Tony, who's my fashionista. She's my everything matches up kind of girl, and so I sent it to her, and I said, which one? I said, I can't figure out which one to use. And so she came back and she goes, use this one. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, she's never steered me wrong before. So, but yeah, well, I agree with you, Mom. Sometimes that happens. And I do it too. It happens to me. It happens to everybody. And you're looking at it for so long and so in depth that you just can't visualize it. And sometimes it's good to phone a friend.
Yeah. And, I posted the other day a picture of a boho quilt on the Facebook page.
Yeah, I was shocked.
It took Tony all like 5 minutes to find it.
Right, like of all the people, yeah.
I know. The one that doesn't sew.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean, she does sew, but not like we do.
No. But yeah, I mean, I really appreciate her finding it for me. I'm going to try and work on some of those blocks too. Not that I need any more projects that I need to use the divorce lawyer on,
You'll be fine.
Well, I'm just, not used to the pattern pieces.
It happens.
I'm used to looking.
I mean, I just keep looking at that Tropics project that I ended up gifting to Auntie Margie. That Tropics project, Mom, I had to take every single one of those blocks apart 3 separate times.
Oh my.
Like by the 3rd time I was like, I'm ready to just throw this thing in the trash. Like I am so tired of having to take these blocks apart. And it wasn't a hard quilt. It wasn't challenging. I just wasn't paying enough attention. That's all it was. I wasn't paying enough attention. I wasn't paying attention to the orientation of the parts. And it was my own fault. And so it turned out beautiful. The quilt absolutely looks gorgeous now that it's finished and it's gone. It's not in my house anywhere. Thank God. But it's absolutely beautiful. But it was my nemesis. Like, it was my arch enemy. I never thought I was going to get it done. It was crazy. I had that divorce lawyer out many, many times with that particular quilt.
Well, note to self, I ain't never going to make one of these again in pieces. We're just going to sit down and make the damn thing.
In pieces. Well, that one was a mini mystery quilt. It was a Christmas table runner. I think it was last year's or the year before.
Yeah.
It was a mini because Cotton Cuts releases a mini mystery quilt at least once or twice a year, and so that's what that one was.
Well, I forgot a piece.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. I couldn't find it on the directions either. And then, of course, you put it together like you think it's supposed to be, and then you go, oh, damn, there it is.
Right?
It goes over here.
Dang it.
Yeah, it's just what I did. Sean, did Cotton Cuts make you pay for yours, or did they give it to you? Because they're picking it out.
Well, he's an ambassador, Mom, so it may be part of that project. It might be part of that program. Yeah, he's an ambassador.
Oh. I was not aware.
That's all right.
No. Hey, I like Cotton Cuts. The girls there are fine to me because, I'm a crazy old lady that doesn't know what she's doing when she orders her stuff.
I don't think you're the only one.
Well, she was so kind. I think her name was Cheryl, and she was just a wonderful person.
The Cotton Cuts is an amazing company. 100%. I have never had any problems. Even when they've missed a piece or what have you, they make it right as quick as possible. They're an absolute company.
We did have this runner I'm working on. I was missing a piece, remember?
Lucas wants to know, what's the shortest quilt project that could be done within a single stream longer than 2.5 hours? A jelly roll race. Lucas, a jelly roll race is probably the easiest one to do.
What about like a pot holder or something?
Yeah, a pot holder could also be something that you can do in a 2.5 inch, a small project like that. But if you're looking for like a full size quilt project, a jelly roll race can be done in a couple of hours. If you're looking for something smaller, you could do pot holders. You could do. We've done placemats before. A table runner could be done as well. If you don't quilt it like I am, or if you don't quilt it and bind it, you do a pull-through method. That can usually go a little bit faster as well. Terry says half a jelly roll race. There you go. A baby quilt panel. Yeah, that's another great option. Brett 46. Sean says, as an ambassador, I get the PMQ for free in exchange for showing and promoting it on my channel. Fair enough. Free advertising. Yeah. Nancy says, she's talking about someone named Terry. Better now that he's home. Doctor says it could take months for this to heal because of the cancer treatments. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Nancy.
You know how those go.
Sean, you are correct. Yeah, they usually try and pick a different ambassador for each of the colorways as best they can, so that they're all representative. But he says, I would be shocked if one of us doesn't get the Tula, as they always have an ambassador for that one. I'm not a huge fan of Tula's color, the Tula pinks and the K Facet prints. I'm not a huge fan of them. Some of them are very pretty. Don't get me wrong. To me, they're just a little bit too busy for my taste. They're just not my go-to for sure. I'm more of a Moda grunge type of girl. Or Moda fabrics seem to be my favorites. That kind of seems to be what I'm moving towards. Michael Miller is another one of my favorites. I really like the bold colors in the Michael Miller fabrics. And it's a personal preference. I mean, everyone is entitled to their own preference and their own opinion. But K Facet and Tula Pink they're just not mine.
I actually prefer jewel tones to work with them.
Yes, I do like jewel tones as well, Mom. Yeah, jewel tones are good. Sean says grunge is amazing to work with. Yes, it is. I have yet to find a grunge fabric I didn't love. Even the brown grunge fabrics are awesome. Like, even those are good ones. Like even the ones that you would normally, call them quote unquote ugly fabrics. Even those are really cool. Denise, hello. How are you? I hope you are well. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. She's just reminding Nancy to make sure that she takes care of herself. Yes, of course. Yes, absolutely, Nancy. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. It's just like on an airplane. Make sure you put your own mask on first, otherwise you're no good to anyone else. It's important that we remember that, especially when we're taking care of others. It's okay to put your own needs first.
Aw.
What I
So
miss?
nice. Nothing. It's just so nice to hear that.
That it's okay to put your own needs first?
Yeah, because I don't tend to do that.
No, I don't either. And sometimes I have to remind myself of that. But it is okay.
Yeah, I have a bestie that if she's still in chat, she does that for me. She puts me on the straight and narrow. Even when I've had too much tequila.
Too much tequila? There's no such thing.
Well, I don't think I ate enough Thursday.
Oh. Were you a little loopy?
Well, I didn't feel good the next day, which that's not usually like me.
Cheryl says, I'm here.
And of course, my husband looked at me and said, "How much did you drink?" And I go, "Why was I that tipsy?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Well, I didn't eat much." And I think that was really what it was.
No, you didn't finish your dinner, and normally you finish your dinner, so.
Yeah.
You don't normally take it home. You usually finish it, so.
Yeah.
Cheryl says, she might have been a wee bit over her limit.
No.
Cheryl, that sounds like a story needs to be told.
No
Terry
story.
says, 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor. Nah,
No.
I got at least 5 before I hit the floor.
Not me. I'm a lightweight. What did you do, Joyce Ellen?
Oh boy. Middle names coming out, people. Oh, got some threads here I should probably trim up. I got some threads.
Yeah?
A whole bunch of them on the back here that I should probably trim up. I usually do that at the end. Like, I'll just keep quilting along and just trim all the threads when I'm done. But since I see them, I will grab them. No. Cheryl says she middle naming herself. Yes, she was. Yes, she was.
I was.
Brad46 reminded everybody to click that like button. Thank you, Brad46, for that reminder. If y'all could go over there and tickle that like button for me, I'd really appreciate it.
Make sure you're a subscriber.
Yes, make sure you're subscribed. We've been talking about this every once in a while. YouTube likes to unsubscribe people just at random. It's really annoying. It actually happened to Mr. Wizard. Like, somehow he got unsubscribed from like 15 or 20 of the channels that he watches on a normal basis. Like, it was just so weird. But luckily we were able to figure that out and get that sorted. But yeah, so make sure to check that. But especially if you're a lurker and you don't participate in chat a lot. Because in order to participate in chat, you have to be a subscriber, so you would catch that. But if you are not a participant in chat, which is totally fine. We love our lurkers. But just go take a quick peek and make sure that you're still subscribed. So and don't click that, and make sure you click that notification bell so that you'll know as soon as we go live. Because we do live streams every Sunday, but we're also been doing trying to do at least one other one during the week, if we can. Joyce said paid the rent on the way in. Thank you, Joyce. We appreciate that.
Paid the rent on the way in? What is that?
Sean
mean?
says, yeah, it seems like the great unsubscribing happens about this time of the year. Yeah, it's just so odd. Like, it's just, and the worst of it was, like, it's channels that he watches all the time. Like, and he likes them. I mean, Mr. Wizard's great about that. Like, he likes every video that he watches, and he's really great about that. So, it's not like it was just, he was just being a lurker. So, it was really odd. Alright, so I think I'm on the last line. Oh no, I gotta go back and do that other one real quick. And then I'm on the last heart for this row. What's our time frame look like? Oh, we're just about there.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. I'll finish up this one last heart here. Gotta go all the way to the other side. I start in the middle, and so what ends up happening is I finish one side, and then I gotta go back and finish the other side. So there's usually one extra heart. Oh, that was the extra heart that I just worked on. So, oh, okay, so I guess I am caught up. So now I get to move on to the other side. Sweet. Alrighty. Awesome. Man, we got a lot more done than I expected to. Like, we got this thing sandwiched, and I've gotten it almost probably 2/3 of the way quilted already. I only have one more row to quilt up, and then tomorrow we'll finish that up in the morning, and then tomorrow we might be able to start trimming this thing down and maybe even start putting a binding on it. I do have the binding cut up. I don't have it sewn up together yet. That will probably be something that we could be working on tomorrow. But yeah, this is really cool. I didn't expect to get this much done. See what happens when you guys are just chatting along and we're just going right along, having fun here. I'm going to go ahead and get this set up for myself so that I have it all ready to go in the morning. All right. Awesome. But I did make a grave error in that I have not finished my drink. So I think we need to do that.
Yes, lovelies. Finish your drink.
Bailey? Who's Bailey? Did I miss a Bailey? I'm sorry. I was gonna say I don't see a Bailey. Did I miss a Bailey? I apologize if I did. Oh, I guess I could put my glasses back on. I guess I don't need to be looking there, huh? I'm taking a break for a minute here. Put that back away and make some eye contact with you guys over here. Oh, Bailey is a dog. Oh, that makes way more sense. Now I don't feel like I missed something. It's alright. I'll just have another drink. It'll be fine.
Now, Danita, you said Sean is in the UK. Is that correct?
No, Mom. He was originally from, oh, forgive me, Australia, I believe. But no, he's in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, don't you have somebody that was in the UK that follows you too?
I do have some subscribers that are in the UK, yes. Forgive me, though, I cannot remember their names at the moment. It's actually been it's been a hot minute since I've seen them. I know that they do a lot of watching after, replays.
Well, yeah.
And I've seen comments from them before, but they have to forgive me because I cannot remember their names. So if you are watching this and you are from the UK, please make sure you put a comment in chat so I remember your name. I want to say it was a young lady named Shirley, but I could be wrong on that.
Okay, well, I'm just checking.
There, yes. Okay, Sean. So good. I didn't muck that one up too badly. He says, yep, I'm an Aussie living in Virginia. Never been to the UK. Maybe one day I'll make it to Europe. I have been there twice. It's amazing. I would absolutely go back. Ah, Sandra. Okay, now it's making a lot more sense. She says, Bailey is a very spoiled husky that gets to visit. Ah, gotcha. Chloe had a very bossy Yorkie she was working with a couple weeks ago, if I remember correctly. I just remember that because it was just so funny, the way she said it. She was babysitting a bossy Yorkie. I have a bossy Shih Tzu. No, she's very bossy. Sean says, if my dogs ever learn how to order DoorDash, I'm in trouble. I think we all would be, Sean. I think we all would be. 100%, yes. If they could figure out how to get the peanut butter box on their own, we would be in big trouble. Ooh, Mom, hold that up again. Let us all see what you got going on there. Oh, that's so pretty. Up high. Up high. Very pretty. Good job.
Sure. Not
Good
done
job.
yet. I got 2 more
Looks
panels.
really great.
To Are we running out of time?
Yeah, for today's stream we are. Yeah. Terry says, I dog sat a Yorkie. By the time he left, he won my indoor tree as an exit gift. If you know what I mean. Yes, I do know what you mean. Sean says that's very pretty. So does Marie. They both have said that's very pretty.
Thank you.
I love the stars. That's so pretty.
Did I put it together right? Are they really stars this time?
No, it's supposed to be a star this time. Yeah.
Okay.
Star, snowflake. Yeah.
Just checking.
Too funny.
Well, Cheryl and I like to do the lovely kind, you know.
You know what, Mom? You just like to put your own spin on it. That's all.
That's right.
You like to make sure that it's unique. That everyone knows that one's yours.
That's right. It's kind of like my dog.
There you go.
A little black dot on her head.
Yes, she does.
Nobody could say she's theirs.
Yes, that is true.
And I love that little black dot.
My Mama Joyce's golden retriever has a black spot on her forehead, and it's everybody keeps thinking it's a thing of dirt. So like you try and like touch it to get it in, it's not. It's like just a spot. She's got black. She's an old cream colored dog, and she's got one black spot right on her forehead.
And it's just I read up on this. It's supposedly some sort of a genetic.
There you go, Cheryl. Abstract art. I like it.
Genetic mutation in Goldens. A lot of Goldens will have this genetic mutation. Some of them have more black than others. And when I went to pick her out, I was sure it was dirt. You know, she's a baby and puppy.
Right.
And
right.
So that's what I chose was because I liked it. I thought it was cute. And then when I went to pick her up to bring her home, I was like, huh. That's the dog.
Yeah, that's not dirt. That's her.
No, and I was fine with it. And I wasn't disappointed or anything. You know, I mean, I knew it was there. So
right.
It was not like, you know.
It's so dark in here. I don't understand why it's so dark in here.
Somebody changed the light bulb on you?
I don't know. I wonder if my camera's going because it's an older camera. I wonder if I should try and switch out the cameras. I just happened to look over at the screen and I'm like, wow, I'm like, I've got lights everywhere, people. Like, I have to turn the heater off because it gets so warm in here. So I don't understand why it's dark. The only thing I can think of is that there's something going wrong with the camera, which is a distinct possibility because this camera is probably 4 or 5 years old and you really shouldn't keep a webcam for that long. So there might be something wrong with the camera. Excuse me.
Oh, damn.
What happened?
My bottom thread's out. I'm done.
Yeah, Teresa, I have to agree with you. I think it is. It's the after dark. There you go. Yeah, it is. It's the after dark. I think you're right. I think there's something going wrong with this camera. I might have to replace it. Lucas, we all know there is a top command. Is there a bottom? Oh, a bottom. No, I don't think there is a bottom command, Patty. Sorry about that.
Lucas is probably glad that he's in a small village or a relatively small village so that he doesn't have multiple murder cases to work on.
Homicide cases, but yeah.
Oh, homicide. What's the difference? Murder, homicide, all the same stuff.
I don't
Isn't
know.
it all?
I don't know. I think it's just the technical term.
It's kind of like the lingo. The doctor calls it
Yeah.
one thing, you call it another,
Right, exactly, yeah. Yeah, but I think it's my camera. I think my camera's going.
Really?
All
You
right,
better
I'll
order a
have to
new
find out.
camera for tomorrow.
Well, I'm not going to have it by tomorrow, but... Because I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 lights in here. Like, it is brighter than a freaking runway in here. So there's no reason that I should look that dark on the camera. So it's got to be the camera. Teresa says, Lucas, be glad you don't live in Raleigh, North Carolina. You would work your butt off.
Oh no.
But Terry, that's good. She says it isn't bad. We can still see you. Yeah, I mean, you can, but I don't like it looking that dark. I'm going to have to fix it. Probably won't fix it by tomorrow morning, but I will hopefully fix it by next week. Because it shouldn't be that dark. I worked a long time really hard to make sure that I wasn't dark on the camera like that. So it bothers me that I am.
Yeah, you do kind of look like you're in the twilight.
Right? It looks really dark. Like I forgot to turn a lighter on or something. And I can assure you that they are all on. Like... Yes, or New York. Not enough hours in the day. Sean says my camera was a bit darker this morning and he chalked it up to being dreary outside. It could be. It could very well be that it's just dark outside. But I usually keep the curtains closed when I have the camera going, so that shouldn't bother it. I truly believe it's the camera. Like this was an old work camera, and so it's 4 or 5 years old now, so it probably needs to be replaced. I think I got it before COVID, so. It's sad that has become a timeline marker, Oh, before COVID, after COVID.
Well, I think it was the first time in a lot of people's lifetime the country shut down. So
yeah, it was. It was really scary for a lot of people, and it was really stressful. And
yeah, and it was.
Terry, it's a webcam. It's a Logitech webcam. I use webcams for my cameras. At least for when they're static like that. When I'm actually filming something, I'll use my cell phone for to edit later. But when I'm actually live, I use a webcam. Terry says, I learned to be a hermit and learned to like it during lockdown. I think a lot of people learned a lot of things. I learned how to order my groceries and pick them up rather than going in the store anymore. Because I'm not particularly a fan of the general public anymore. And plus it's just a huge time saver. Like I order it, I go pick it up, I bring it home, I put it away. Like I get other things done then, and I don't have to spend an hour or hour and a half walking through the store. And it's cheaper too, because then I only buy what I need. I'm not walking around the store going, oh yeah, I need this or I need that, or oh look, this is on sale, or oh look, that's on sale. I just buy what I need. So I have found that to be a huge time and money saver for me. It's not for everybody, I know. And Nancy says, I'm thinking of making popcorn. Random, but I like it. Thanks, sir. Make sure you make enough for all of us, Nancy.
Yeah.
Terry says, I got my groceries delivered this morning. It depends on where they're coming from. Sometimes I will have them delivered. Sometimes I will go pick them up. It just depends. Sean says, I learned to keep a healthy supply of fabric and fusible backing at all times. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Terry, they drop it on the front porch and they text me. I don't even have to see them. Yep. No, I agree with you. I understand that. I can understand that wholeheartedly. So. Well, I am just about done with my drink. That's what I've been waiting for, because I felt it to be a cardinal crime if I finished the live stream before I finished my drink. I didn't think that would be appropriate. Because, I mean, this is, after all, a sewing and drinking channel. At least on Saturday evenings. Terry says, "LOL, I just learned how to hoard machines." Well, at least you know you'll have enough to use them, right? So, all right. Well, that is I think we're gonna end this stream here, folks. It's kind of late in the evening, actually. It's, what is it, 8:30, 8:45 now? I heard Mr. Wizard turn the TV off about half an hour or 45 minutes ago, so I'm hoping he hasn't went to bed yet, but maybe he just moved to his studio, hopefully. But either way, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. As always, thank you, Mama Joyce, for hanging out with me. I know we weren't working in anything specific, but we had a lot of fun. And now, Mama Joyce, when you are done with your tabletop, when you are done with the top there, you can rewatch this video on how to sandwich it and how to get quilting. She ordered a walking foot today, so she'll probably have that in a couple days. And I'm absolutely happy to show her how to put that on if she needs it. And she's already got her batting and everything else ready to go. So she'll be putting her very first table runner together all by herself. She won't have me there to supply them for her. Too ripe or too rotten, Denise? Yeah, I have yet to have that issue myself, but yes, that is a concern as well with ordering groceries for sure. Terry says it's almost 10 o'clock by her.
Thanks, Sean. I'm trying.
Go Joyce. Yeah, he says go Joyce. That's great. But okay, guys, that is it for our stream for tonight. I hope you guys have the great rest of your evening and rest of your weekend. Don't forget, we will be back here live again, 10:30 a.m. Central Time, same bat time, same bat channel. We will be hopefully finishing this table runner. I've got one more row to do, and then we're going to trim it up, and then maybe we'll even get to start on some binding. Who knows? We'll see how things go. It all depends on how distracted I get and how much I'm able to get done. It really just depends. But either way, thanks again, guys, so much for joining us. Thank you to Lucas. Thank you to Terry for being our awesome moderators on the channel, making sure those bots stay out of there. I really appreciate it. Cheryl, thank you so much for hanging out with us in chat. We're sorry that you couldn't be here, but we also want you to stay safe. And the roads are kind of nasty this afternoon or this evening, so it was better that you stayed where you were at. But hopefully she'll be back next month when things are a little bit warmer and a little bit better. But we'll just have to wait and see.
Yep.
I am trying to remember what else it is that I'm supposed to be telling everybody, but for the life of me, I can't remember. I think the tequila is finally kicking in.
Like and subscribe to their channel.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much, Mom. Yes, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe if you can. We also have a lot of content creator friends in chat today and always in chat, so please make sure that you go over there and give them a like and subscribe as well. Sean, Terry, Kathy is one of our moderators. It did not look like she was able to make it today, but that's okay. Dawn was here earlier from my quilt projects. Lots and lots of content creator friends, so make sure you go give them a shout out and say hello as well. All right, friends, thank you again. We will see you tomorrow morning. I'm going to go finish this drink and then probably have a good night's rest. We will see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Bye-bye.